So what you're getting with an investment into the Total Clarity portfolios is essentially a mixture of shares, fixed interest and cash. And how much you get of each of those depends on which level of risk you go for within Total Clarity 3, 4, 5 or 6. So if you're an investor in the Total Clarity 3 portfolio, for example, you're likely to have a higher allocation to cash and lower risk fixed income securities. If you're an investor in risk level 6, for example, you're likely to have a higher allocation to shares, higher risk asset class. So one of the benefits of having a diversified portfolio of cash, fixed interest and shares is that at different times, each of those different asset classes will perform differently. And so when, for example, the economy is doing well, your allocation to shares should do well. When the economy, for example, is doing badly, you may want to have an allocation that is higher to cash and fixed income securities. And so when the economy is doing less well, your allocation to cash and fixed interest will do better than your allocation to shares. So essentially you're getting a mixture of different asset classes, and that diversification or spread of exposure to different things will help you at different times of the market. So the Total Clarity portfolios invest in passive strategies. And what I mean by passive strategies is a strategy that invests in line with an index. So for example, the FTSE 100 is an index or a benchmark made up of the UK's 100 largest companies. As a passive fund manager, that fund will invest in exactly the same weights as the index itself. So if the FTSE 100 has, for example, a 6% allocation to Vodafone, my passive fund that invests in UK shares will have a 6% allocation to Vodafone. So a passive fund is not trying to beat the index, it's trying to perform in line with the index. And typically, a passive fund offers you a lower cost option to the stock market than an active manager who is looking to beat the performance of the index.